Hey everybody, it's Yvonne with this week's fitness tip. You've heard the phrase sitting is the new heart attack. Unfortunately, it's a little bit true. And it's not a little bit true, it's a lot true. The lives that we live every day due to technology, and hey, don't get me wrong, technology is a good thing because I'm using it right now to make this video for you. But prolonged periods of sitting can often lead to things like low back pain due to tight hip flexors, weak abdominals, and glutes that simply don't activate. So what I wanted to do today was give you a few tips to help you in your sitting dynamics and to show you a real fun fitness activity or physical fitness activity that you can do to alleviate some of those challenges that you may have from sitting. First of all, when we sit, there is a way that we should sit. And what I tell you as a Pilates instructor, I often tell my clients, sit nice and tall on your sitting bones. Underneath you is a set of bones that literally are in your seat. If you find those and find your body on top of those sitting bones, then that means we're putting you into what we call the best possible posture ever, which is pelvic neutral. Place your hands on your low ribs and your hip bones and make sure you got a nice little long line between the two. Not so much a long line, but just there's a straight line between your low rib and your hip. Make sure that you have a 90-degree angle from your hip to your knee and your knee to your ankle. That nice 90-degree angle helps you to maintain that pelvic neutral position. When you're seated, if you're having difficulty with this, you may want to get in touch with your HR department or your health department to help have them adjust your workstation. For those of you that work at home, find the sitting bones, track the low ribs over the hip bones, bring your arms nice and neutral, and have your hands in a relaxed position with your wrists if you're using computers. From time to time, I would say take time to stand up. So one of the greatest ways to stand up is to keep that 90-degree angle from your hip to your knees and your knee to your ankle, and simply press into the floor and stand straight up. Now, if you notice, I clasp my hands together to ensure that when I stand, I'm placing a lot of load or a lot of weight into the heels of my feet. When I do that, I activate my quads and I also activate my glutes. Those are two of the muscles that we want to work and we want to balance well. You'll also notice as I push into the feet, I push upward and I give myself a slight hip thrust. That hip thrust activates the glutes a little bit more and opens up my hip flexors. So proper seated, if I'm going to be sitting for a while, make sure that I've got that nice 90-degree angle, ankle to knees, knees to ankles. Hips to knees, knees to ankles. And if I choose to stand up, I'm going to place a little bit more weight into the heels of my feet. I'm going to stand up and thrust my hips just ever so slightly to open up those hip flexors. Proper seated dynamics and standing dynamics are things that can help you with activities of daily living, help you garner a little bit of strength, and open up hips as you're balancing your muscle groups. That's today's fitness tip for today, for this week. See me next week. And don't forget, join us Monday nights at 6:30 Central Standard Time, 7:30 Eastern Time for Monday Night Fitness. These are just a few of the exercises that you will see and also might be a little bit of homework for you to use throughout the week to help you stay healthy, stay active, and stay fit. Join us, and it's been my pleasure to give you this fitness tip of the week. Have a good one. Bye-bye now.